So in August of 2021, I sent out a survey to various faculty, friends, spouses in the GEC to rank their favorite restaurants. First place 8 points, second place 7 points, and so on. So to my surprise, about 90 people responded to the survey, and I was able to compile a list. Through this survey, I was able to find 60 plus restaurants in the GEC that people advocated for, that various GECers enjoy, close and far from the GEC. Since I have created this list, I have set out on a mission that between ranks number 51 and above, that I will go to 40 of these restaurants by January of 2022. This video is a 4-video series. Each one should have about 10 restaurants per video. And the key thing is really for people to get a nice visual of what the restaurant looks like, certain dishes. Most importantly, to attach a pin to each of these short 1-minute clips, so that if anyone's interests are piqued, that they could go to these restaurants via Naver or Kakao or Google Maps. So the very first restaurant we went to was Casa di Noa, about a 20-minute drive southeast of the GEC. And after parking, you walk a few minutes and you arrive at this beautiful restaurant, with these brick walls, great ambiance. They start you off with a small little appetizer. We ordered a cheese dish and a pizza. The cheese dish looks a little something like this. Comes with some jams, yummy stuff. And then the pizza we ordered was the chorizo pizza. It's rather large in size, which is perfect because the cheese dish was not so large. There you have it, the first restaurant on the list. Casa di Noa, my favorite Italian restaurant on Jeju Island. Andu Cafe is about a 25-minute drive from the GEC in Harlem. It's well known among vegans as one of the favorite vegan restaurants of GECers. Menu is quite simple, mostly just sandwiches and burgers, with the restaurant using what they call beef, kind of like beef but with a V. The inside of the restaurant's quite quaint, quite small, but only about 5 tables. So something I would highly recommend for anyone going is to make reservations in advance. So we started the lunch with some smoothies, yummy stuff, and then for our main dish, we had a burger, again with the beef with a V, and a and-you sandwich, which I didn't have, my wife said was quite excellent. And on your way out, if you want to enjoy a vegan dessert, you can grab cake, pastry on the way out. They also, not pictured here, but there's a few fridges that are full of frozen vegan foods which people can take home. Charging Sushi was about a 15-minute drive away from the GEC. It's a small little place, maybe about 6 tables. Very, very friendly owners who used to have this restaurant in the States and brought this over to Jeju Island not too long ago. Now the menu is quite extensive, various combos, rolls, just general sushi, and other Japanese foods. To start, we got a little salad, which was then followed by a little miso soup. And then for our sushi, we got these 2 magnificent rolls here. I really enjoyed the rolls more than what I ordered. I ordered here the omakase set, and it was okay sushi. It wasn't quite as good as the rolls, but that was just the one time I've been there. So I look forward to trying other rolls the next time we go. So apologies that this next one is not at the restaurant. We just took it home, just pizza, which is very convenient and located for any GECer. It's literally across the road from BHA. It's better than Nanta's, it's better than Avolo's, it's better than any chain Korean pizza place. It was pretty good, this pepperoni pizza. They do have other options like the Diablo pizza full of meat and it's all spicy. I apologize also, there's no menu here. But overall, it's an above average pizza chain. It's a nice thing to grab maybe on the way home on a weekday after a busy day of work. The Canvas opened a few years ago in a smaller location right near KS Village. Currently, it resides just minutes from the GEC on car. right between the KSJ Village and the GEC. This cozy little restaurant serves a variety of food from kimchi mac and cheese to fajitas to falafels. It's a mix of various cuisines. They also have plenty of frozen takeaways in case you want, to bring something home maybe for the weekend. We ordered here our two favorite dishes, which is the beef fajita and the falafel. We highly recommend both pretty much equally. It's quite filling too, so just these two dishes alone will definitely fill up. The canvas definitely lived up to its hype. We really enjoyed both dishes, and it's not on video here, but we've also tried other dishes like the curries, and we definitely understand why. In the GEC, at least, people consider it their second favorite restaurant in all of Jeju. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is my number one choice, Zen Hideaway. So Zen's been around for as long as I've been on this island, for the last 7+ years. It's not just the food there, but it's the whole dining experience. When you walk in, you just get this gorgeous view of the water, and this is just the first floor. When you go upstairs, there's even a better view, and on the third floor, although seldom used because of the wind and the weather, there's a whole rooftop area, which I did not record for this video. Apologies for that. And they also sell these random baskets and shirts and stuff, but that doesn't matter as much. They have a very extensive menu. I think officially they're Asian fusion, but they have anything from like Thai food, seafood. They've got Italian dishes as well. All of it is just exquisite. Specifically for this time around, what we ordered was, so for the sake of this video, what we ordered was a sangria and a non-alcoholic orangeade. We usually like to get just 2 dishes because that's enough to fill us up. We got the ricotta salad, which comes with a nice little French toast. And once we ate our salad, for the main dish, we got the sizzling steak. It's a little bit spicy. You got to be careful of the red peppers. But yeah, I highly recommend 2 of these dishes. But really, I've probably had about 16 different dishes at Zen, and I would say about 14 of them were really, really good. You cannot go wrong with Zen Hideaway. It's more than just, an eating experience. It's a whole sort of dining experience with a great view, just great service, and great restaurant atmosphere. In my very biased opinion, this is where I like to take anyone who comes to visit Jeju. This is the first place I go to, Zen Hideaway. So I've been living in Jeju for over 7 years, and I've always heard about this place, Asalam. And at last, through making this ranking, it gave me the motivation to make it out towards Old Jeju-si to this wonderful Middle Eastern restaurant. Their menu is quite elaborate, full of rice dishes, meat dishes, barbecue dishes, soup dishes, and we decided to order a salad, a falafel, and some lamb. So before all that arrived, we got a little soup, and after the soup came, our falafel and fattoush salad came. Quite tasty stuff. Nice way to warm up right into our main dish, which was a lamb kebab. You're also able to order Arabic tea there. Very tasty stuff. I ordered one myself. I highly recommend it. So overall, the place is quite bigger than we thought. There were probably about 12 tables there. Again, the location is not the most convenient for GECers, which is probably the Achilles heel of this place. But if it was closer, God, I would go here at least a few times a week. So there you have it, Asalam. Nice little bonus on your way home. Grab a hummus so you can eat some hummus when you get home to enjoy even more of that Asalam food. Quick tip on Goros is as you enter here, you actually don't enter the front. You go around this back side. And it's really interesting when you're eating there, you can see all these people accidentally go to the front, which indicates this is a super popular tourist destination. So a lot of the people that go here are actually first-time visitors. The place is quite medium size, about 7-8 tables. The tables turn very quickly though, so even if there's a line of 8, 9, 10 people, you won't have to wait any more than 20 minutes. So the two main dishes that everyone seems to order there is that noodle dish that's a little bit spicy, and this bowl right here with tuna, salmon, and avocado and a little bit of egg. Just this excellent, excellent dish. We get it every time. Now, Goros, as I said earlier, very popular tourist destination. It's about 10 minutes west of the GEC. It gets a little crowded, which is probably the one negative, but I highly, highly recommend it. So Nha Trang is located about 7-minute drive from the GEC. You go towards the village, but instead of making a right, you make a left. It's about a medium-sized restaurant, about 8 tables. Because of its close proximity, this is actually a place we patron pretty frequently. We like to start off with this nice spring roll. The peanut sauce is quite nice. As far as spring rolls goes, it's pretty good. It's not exquisite, but it's a pretty good spring roll. And then we like to have 2 main dishes, usually one noodly one and one ricey one. So we get the beef noodle one, and somehow I forgot to record it. We like to get some buncha noodle dish. So Nha Trang, I think one reason why at least a lot of my friends have actually told me they're not a big fan of this place is the pho there, or pho, is not their best dish, and that's what usually most people order when they go to Vietnamese. So I would recommend ordering something other than the pho if you're going to give Nha Trang a chance. Yellowtail is located in Mosepo. It kind of went through a major change in regards to what type of food it offers. Originally, it was more well known for its sushi, its raw fish, but recently they've switched over to having primarily skewers. So you can kind of see from this video here, each table has its own little place where you could heat up the meat. In this occasion though, we were fans of the sushi, so instead we ordered the sushi. We got the salmon rolls, and we also ordered the katsu curry roll. And you know, both were pretty good, but aforementioned, really this place is known for their skewers now, so we really feel like we didn't quite do this video justice because we didn't order the skewers. So maybe next time we'll order the skewers. That's Yellowtail for you in Mosepo. Dancing Fork was about 10 minutes south from where we live in the GEC. It's actually in an area where there's not many other restaurants. So at first we thought maybe the navigation took us to the wrong place, but then we came across this little house here where we found the restaurant. The menu is quite simple with 3 main dishes. You can get the steak, or the lamb shank, or the pork medallions. We chose to first order some wine and some aid, but after that we got the medallions, and we also got the lamb shanks. You do have to call the place in advance if you're going to order the lamb shanks. It's also not the largest place, so I highly recommend to make reservations if you're going to go there. Again, kind of a nice little hidden gem in the southern part of the island, Dancing Fork.